We have a new moon in Taurus today. So we will be stepping into new plans, new goals, challenges, relationships. We prepare to plant our seeds of our tomorrow's successes. And we have one of the most complex new moons of the year happening to do it in. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and welcome to your daily focus for May 19th, 2023. So, thank you for being here. So, let's take the next several moments to explore the cosmic energies together to gain an understanding of how we can embrace it, how we can utilize it to move ourselves forward today and every day. And thank you. Thank you for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Absolutely. We have the 19 energy today, which tells me that we have matured to a stage in our life. It's time to go to an elevated path. It's time to go forward in some way. It could be a time to create an entire new path to lay in front of our steps, the new challenges, the new opportunities, the new adventures. 1 plus 9 is a 10. So we are gifted with luck under a 10 energy. The 10 energy talks about a lighter energy coming in for us, but more importantly, that the seasons are changing in our life. The chapters are ending and the new ones are beginning. 1 plus 0 is a 1, and the 1 is the I am. That's the trailblazer, that's the pioneer. So know that, it's the independent. It's a young and raw energy that wants to face the challenges and go after the successes. Now, if we look at the numerology of the day, we have a 5 plus a 1 plus a 7, which gives us a 13 energy. 13 is not an unlucky number, although some of the events that happen to you under a 13 energy definitely feels like we've got the short end of the stick. Okay? It doesn't feel like luck. It's something that, you go maybe weeks down the road, months down the road, perhaps years down the road, and you look back upon these days and you say, you know what? If that didn't happen to me, I never would have been pushed into this direction. I wouldn't have had all of this. So go with the flow and accept any kind of challenges or chaos or situations, events that arise in your life today. If they're seeming like they're actually working against you and detriment to you, know that they're trying to write you on your path going forward so that you can have the luck, so you can have the success, so you can have the joy in your life going forward. 1 plus 3 is a 4. It's about getting our ducks in a row. Absolutely. It's about understanding the balance we have within our foundations and building that balance in our life. The sun in Taurus and the moon in Taurus will be meeting in the sky at 28 degrees. But as we head towards supper time, the moon will actually go into Gemini. So as evening approaches, we could find ourselves a little bit more curious, a little bit more talkative. Now, the sky's all full of energy, so let's try and break it down, okay? First of all, Mercury is sextiling Saturn, and that gifts us with good judgment, the ability to concentrate on what we need to focus on. It's a time to get organized and prepare for the future. So, making that strategy or finishing up some loose ends, absolutely. Preparing the path forward, absolutely. Conversations, too, they could be intense, perhaps even life-changing for some of us. Now, the new moon itself sits at 28 degrees. The 28 energy brings in good luck. It also puts a focus on our individuality, moving us forward towards new experiences, goals, and opportunities. But when it's the 28 number involved, it may show up through serendipity. So it's just by happen chance or coincidence perhaps that this happened, then this happened, then that happened, and it all came together. So go with the flow as much as you can. Okay? We'll feel strong, we'll feel courageous to initiate the first steps forward. Under 28 energy, our confidence allows us to take on challenges. Yeah, taking on challenges are demanding tasks that we might have in front of us that we need to move through. This is the time where we have a confidence to actually meet that challenge, take care of that demanding task. The new moon is in Taurus, so it's asking us to slow down. It's asking us to stop and smell the roses. It allows ourselves to be conscious of our five senses and experience our environments through them, bringing in enjoyment. Hi, baby. Bringing in enjoyment, appreciation for the beauty that already surrounds us. It's a perfect time to look at our finances, to understand our feelings and our relationship with money. And highlighted in this energy is how to go forward creating money in our lives. So perhaps it's through investments, raises, promotions, job changes, starting a new business, addressing bad spending habits, or how you feel or how you were taught. Is money evil? Is money a good thing? Is it a vehicle? Is it just to spend? Is it a good thing to save? Like, what have you been taught? And what do you need to start teaching yourself or disciplining yourself in order to create the abundance that you do deserve in your life? Now, the new moon harmonizes with Mars, Neptune, and Pluto. That'll give us the determination and inspiration for us to move forward. But Mars and Pluto will start to argue a bit up in the sky, okay? And so that's going to maybe allow our fears or our anxieties to surface. So stay conscious of your self-talk. And also pay attention how you're treating others, because we could lean towards bullying somebody, intimidating them, maybe an outright threat to get our way in the moment. So be careful of walking down this road, or be careful, you might be on the receiving end of that stick. Okay, there's a T square that's going to form in the sky. So Mars will square Jupiter. And really, when Mars squares Jupiter, we really have to pick our battles carefully and not rush into our decisions. And then Jupiter is also going to be squaring Pluto, which gives us this intense drive to move forward. But we have to have a plan. We have to have a strategy to really embrace the success and power that is offered to us here. I can't emphasize enough how we need to slow down, even though we're going to want to rush forward into the adventure, into the opportunity. It's all just going to seem so marvelous. Take it back. Really think about your steps, and especially if you're thinking of maybe bullying somebody or threatening somebody in order to get your way, take it back and think of another way forward. Okay? We could very well find ourselves with an all or nothing approach, not caring who we use or trample on in the process. So be very aware of the cost of acting this way, okay? Friendships could be damaged or lost completely, and we can definitely make a powerful enemy or two if we're not careful. There will also be, though, a minor grand trine, so that will reduce this friction, this conflict that the T square brings into our existence, our reality. Okay, the new moon will sextile Mars, so that brings in confidence, strength, courage. The new moon will sextile Neptune, and that gives us with this strong intuition, imagination, and creativity. And Mars will trine Neptune, bringing in passion and spirituality intertwined together to really gain the cooperation of others through their own will. They want to. It's a soft sell that we can do with the Mars trining Neptune, so we can, grow the dream, right? Grow the motivation through the dream. So with some hard work and going with the flow, we may actually find ourselves extremely busy, but we'll have unlimited energy to utilize our abilities to the max under this energy. To sum it all up, this is a very complex new moon, so remember to slow down, think things through. Let your intuition have a say in the decision-making process. Make a plan, devise a strategy, and take things one day at a time, one step at a time, bite-sized pieces, and think it through. Okay, let's go to the cards here. Okay, our underlying energy is the Page of Pentacles, and this is about dreaming it big, okay? To realize the potential of what you can step into if you choose to let that path in, if you choose to step towards that path. We have free will, but this card says the underlying energy is go after your dreams. Go after your best life ever. And no, you won't know all the details, okay? You won't. That strategy will be a gray outline, some bullet points to follow right now. Don't worry about that, okay? Our first card is, look at the sun shows up, the 19 energy. So in this card, what the sunflowers in the front of the card represent your fulfillment of dreams, of goals, of tempering your talents and your abilities, of turning them into something with finesse and grace. This is your accomplishments. This is who you have become. And they are mature. They are ready to be harvested. So your light is shining bright. And when your light shines bright, it's almost like a light switch comes on and you see that path forward. You couldn't see that path forward earlier. And look at all the sunflowers that are waiting to be gifted. So there's lots of challenges ahead, right? I've never seen that in the card before, but I'm seeing it today. So I'm telling you, there are a lot of challenges, but you can handle each and every one of them. Okay, stepping into the unknown might be a fearful thing. Absolutely. That's a good thing. Keeps us healthy, keeps us safe. But sometimes we allow our fears to override our needs, our wants, and it leaves us stagnated. It leaves us in a rut. And this is a time when it says, okay, you're doing good, so it's time to push forward to a new challenge, to a new opportunity, to a new adventure, to a new learning experience, to a new relationship, whatever it might be for you individually. We have the Eight of Swords. So your perception can change. You see things, I don't know, through different glasses. We are a lot more, well, structured. We're more disciplined in our thought. We're more grounded in reality. Thank you to the Taurus energy, right? Because it is about our five senses. We don't let fantasy, even though Neptune is highly involved in this new moon energy, we don't let Neptune take us to fantasy land. Okay, we stay grounded, we stay planted, our feet are firmly on the ground. We know the steps that we need to take. We see them for the first time. We understand how we could break through what we're going through. It could be an environment, it could be a relationship, it could be a job or a lack of job. But now you see, and yesterday's energy should have lent a hand in you seeing how to actually step into your tomorrow, into your successes. And yes, it's going to be through challenges, but it's also going to be your perception changing. A new understanding comes in. Where you thought you were trapped, where you thought you could not go forward, you can now. And you see that possibility. You see the potential of your tomorrow. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups says, yes, when we move forward, we also have to leave behind some things that we do love, don't we? Now, if you're looking at your finances, say, and you're looking over your budget and you're looking over your petty cash, you're going, wow, I go through a lot of petty cash because you're buying that coffee every day or that donut or that pastry, or maybe you're buying yourself lunch out every day or you're grabbing the news, whatever it may be. These are things that if you planned ahead, if you strategized, you could make your sandwiches for the next week for your lunch. And maybe it won't be as good. Maybe it'll be better, but maybe it won't be as good, or maybe you just don't know what you feel like every day. So you wait and say, what do I feel like now that I'm hungry? But you're going to discipline yourself and you're going to plan and you're going to save all that extra money, because what you would have spent on the Monday alone actually paid for the next 5 days of your eating, therefore saving you a hunk of money every week, every month, to put it towards a new avenue, maybe an investment, maybe buying yourself, it's the down payment of a car or a house, whatever it may be for you. So know that sometimes we have to self-sacrifice in the moment in order to have the successes long term. And maybe we can invite that back into our life once we are successful. But for the time being, we need to pull it back. We need to discipline ourselves. We need to build that strategy. I'm going to do 5 cards here. The Knight of Cups, it's about enjoying ourselves. It's about enjoying each other. It's about laughter and connecting heart to heart. The unity of two people coming together. This is about letting your hair down. I mean, this is the knight in shining armor. So new relationships can definitely start under this new moon. Absolutely. But you know, he's not in armor. He doesn't have a weapon. He does have a wine goblet in his hand. So he's, and look at that, the blanket in the back he can throw down underneath an apple tree and just whisk you off your feet and take you away for a nice romantic lunch or a picnic by a bubbling brook. So it's about enjoying the company of others and connecting with each other and growing that relationship deeper just through I saw a flash of something here, just through the experience, the moment spent together. We create memories that are cherished. I know for Mother's Day we just went, we went to this one place, and it's just board games and drinks, board games, and we laughed and we laughed and we laughed and we laughed for hours playing these board games. I mean, there were times when we couldn't talk. The waiter was nice enough to keep bringing us extra napkins so that we could wipe the tears from our face. And it was a memory, and it was a memory because we decided to sit down and play a board game together. So, you know, think about, you know, sometimes we overthink it. Sometimes we try to make those moments so special that it bombs because the expectation was just set so high. And it's better to dummy it down and just let it flow. Let the energy, your creativity, your passion, all this kind of energy. There is kind of actually a sexual energy in the air as well under this moon. So it's about enjoying each other's company and not overdoing it and not overthinking it and just getting together and just spending some time laughing and reminiscing perhaps, or creating your future together. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles says, you know what? It's understandable you want to throw in the towel. You've had enough. You've worked and you've worked and you've worked and you don't see any majors, or maybe you saw a major but then it fizzled out, or something got in the way again, life got in the way again, and you had to go a different path, and then when you come back to the path it doesn't even seem to be there, and you have to rebuild from scratch again, and it gets tiring, and at times we just want to throw in the towel and we say, not one more day. This isn't for me. I can't do it anymore. You do not realize how close you sit to the door of abundance. In fact, you are sitting on the threshold of the door of abundance. And if you stand up and if you stand firm and you fill yourself with confidence, embrace your strength, embrace your courage, and take that risk on yourself and believe in you and turn around, you will find that door of abundance. And now I ask you, will you knock? Will you turn the knob? And what do you perceive to be on the other side of that door? Because it's so very close, it's so very near. And that's why I say this is the time when we have to discipline ourselves a little bit and say, we're doing this. And I'm going to give it this much concentration and focus because that's gifted to us as well under this new moon energy. Okay, Nature's Whispers. And I apologize for yesterday's video, I tell you. My goodness. It had like 60 seconds to go, but I was so tired. So I thought, 60 seconds. I had it all set up. So when the 60 seconds elapsed, you guys would all get the video. And then I wake up this morning to say that the process was interrupted. And I know they're working on the cable lines here and running the underground wires right now. So anyways, I do apologize, and as soon as I noticed that when I woke up, I re-uploaded it and got it out to you, and it's an important piece of the puzzle. So if you weren't able to view it, I highly suggest you go back and understand that energy, because that energy is also attached to this energy. So I really want you to have the complete picture of the energy that you can utilize, what energy you want to embrace, what energy you need to be cautious of. Okay, let's cut the cards here. Oh my goodness. Fresh approach, 21, which comes down to the 3 energy. Fresh approach. We are in new moon energy. What could be better than a fresh approach? A new perspective, perhaps? A new understanding? I'll hold that up. This artist does pictures within the pictures within the pictures sometimes, and it's just remarkable what you see when you let your eyes drift across the artwork here. Move it a little bit more for you. Okay, there we go. Time to step out of the box and an old way of doing things. You are being challenged to try something new. Look at how to create magic in your world. Create with intention of fulfilling your life with joy and happiness. Achieve your desires while experimenting with new activities. You always have options. Don't feel limited. Even when you aren't in motion, you are making a choice. You're being prodded to make a decision now. Don't worry about not making the right one. Every mistake brings us lessons and new opportunities. The amount you can learn is immeasurable. Base your choice on love and the best option for you. Imagine that failing is not part of any of your choices. What will you choose? What will you choose? So if that doesn't go with the energy, I got goosebumps. I don't know about you. We'll do an animal card. Of course, we will also do a journey of love card. And we have the eagle, mastery. We have the eagle here, mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Know that we are going into new moon energy, and that is about letting go of the past and soaring forward. Okay, you are on a spiritual journey because it's your soul, it's your inner child, it's you that wants to go forward, that has dreams, that has desires, that has wants. So know that, when your emotions is, I believe, more of the spiritual, because they can't really measure that as well as they can measure other things like blood pressure. You are guided by the winds of spirit. So go with the flow. Your wisdom inspires the world. So when you grow your talents, when you grow your abilities, when you allow your authentic self to come out, your unique self to come out and shine, okay, that is when you teach the world how to do that as well. And until we meet again. Oh, no. We're not leaving yet. Forgot. I just told you I was going to do a journey of love card. Then I'm all ready to hit the button. Well, falling came out. It flew out. So, and it's a feather. It looks like a feather. So, no pun intended. The 14, which is a 5 energy, which is a very busy energy, but it's about creating the joy and laughter and celebration in your life. So I don't think there's much to concentrate on that, but I will hold it up anyways because that is the practice. And we will go to the 14. And most of these cards are so bright and so full of color that when you get one like this, it just kind of throws you. Okay, so I'll read the poem first, then we'll go into the definition of the card. Is it wrong to love? To feel what I hold inside? The answer must wait. Don't worry. You may fear you are falling, but it's just your soul diving deeper into the ocean of bliss. Are you sensing parts of your life flying away from you, out of your control, as the momentum of your divine surrender takes over and becomes more powerful than the old adhesive between you and what no longer serves? So laugh, cry, celebrate, and ponder. Whether it makes sense or not, you are like a perfectly ripe fruit falling from the universal tree, succulent and ready to be enjoyed for all that you are. If you wait any longer, this moment will be lost and you'll end up on the ground, having to decay, go to seed, and start the whole process from the beginning again. This is not so bad, but what a shame if your sweet nectar was not savored by the hungry world. You deserve to be declared the most delicious, juicy fruit that ever was. So fall. You'll end up exactly where you are meant to be. This oracle contains a message for you. You are being called closer into divine union and into the fulfillment of your destiny now. It's safe for you to trust what is happening. Go with it. It might seem like you are being asked to take a leap of faith, and it's the right timing for that. It's your time to give yourself in love without holding back anything of yourself and be your authentic self. So that's why that card came out. Okay. Enjoy this new moon energy. I know the energy is very complex, but you know what to look for and you know what to avoid. So I wish you the greatest of blessings on your path forward, starting new paths, planting those seeds, and until we meet again, remember, I do love you.